Is as bright as it gets. Okay. That's frustrating. It's a relatively cheap monitor, so I get it. I mean, I'm able to see mostly okay, so whatever. I need to delay that slide dash a little bit. It might be easier if I also put on my glasses. Maybe.
No, it cannot be.
Let's do that. See if this helps a little bit. We've learned a lot today about this game and my ability to play it. That was a terrible prologue. I got pretty lucky with those zombie spawns because I was like preemptively slashing and they all happened to spawn there, which is crazy. I could be going for that skip a little bit faster, but I'm doing like a weird setup thing that I don't need to do. Yeah, every speedrun of Symphony of the Night inherently has no save corruption allowed outside of very specific scenarios. But this one specifically has to be called any % no save corruption because save corruption would allow for arbitrary code execution, which beats the game by just loading the endgame credits, essentially, using various menu glitches. But pretty much nobody wants to speedrun that. A little early. Blah. My sinuses are feeling a lot better, but they're still a little messed up from all the pollen that's been in the air. The way I've been dealing with it is by not going outside. I am down some hearts, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. Not ideal. Especially if I throw them away like that.
Wait a moment.
Dude, I hate when that happens. Rogue, thank you very much for the gifted sub to Peculiar Lobster. Appreciate all the subs today, guys. Thank you. Yeah, the runs haven't been going like super well or anything like that, but still getting like subs and stuff, unironically, as a little bit of a morale boost. I am trying to like, I don't know, push my execution where I can. It's just, it's weird. It's like playing with like a, it's just a different controller. It's just playing a game, trying to play as well as you can when the controller is very different. Because that's basically the only thing that's keeping me from executing as well as I would like to. And it's not even a bad controller, it's just different enough where the execution just feels wrong. This is why whenever somebody suggests, why don't you play on Xbox One controller? Why don't you play on insert my favorite controller here? The reason I always tell them, no, I want to play on Xbox 360 controllers when I'm doing like serious world record attempts is because of this, because it just feels wrong. I have over a decade of muscle memory using this controller, or sorry, using a 360 controller. So switching to any other controller, like, yeah, I can do okay. As you can see here, I'm like not terrible at the game or anything, but it's like a constant push against like muscle memory that I've developed for 10 years where I have to play slightly differently, like everywhere. Why don't you play on Joy-Cons? I'm too busy playing with your mother's ass.
Lobster here because Mr. Streamer is fun to watch. Lobster does not require 100% perfect speedrun stuff.
Dude, I'm gonna jump off of a fucking building into a pile of safe pillows that will keep me safe as I land, and it'll be a fun experience. Thank you, Lobster. I appreciate you. This could have been sub 8 too. Yeah, this could have been sub 8, dude. Whatever. It's still the best run I've done today. I should be getting sub 8, but I just do dumb shit. It's frustrating. It's not just that the analog is in a different place. I also cannot use analog at all because I'm playing on the original version of the game. The original PlayStation release, you cannot use the analog stick. It does nothing. In fact, if you turn on analog, the game doesn't work. Like, the controller doesn't work at all. Whoa. The only way to have analog work is if you have a modified controller or modified PlayStation BIOS. Which some people will do. They'll modify the PlayStation BIOS to allow analog to emulate D-pad, essentially. Really? That was a terrible fight. So, technically, I believe the analog controller was in development when this game was also in development, but this game did not have analog support. Or something like that. The timeline doesn't make sense for this game to have analog support, because this is before games with analog support came out, essentially. That's the trick. I'm good at wing smashing with D-pad because I wing smash with D-pad on a 360 controller all the time. I think 360 controllers have great D-pads for wing smashing. Also, I'm getting cucked by the books again. The PlayStation D-pad's not bad either for wing smashing. It's just not ideal. Honestly, it's the face buttons more than anything that make me really uncomfortable with this controller. Because they're just not as good for shield dashing.
I'm interested in this.
Farewell for now.
Pretty clean menu. Please give me a good damage boost. I've been a good boy. I deserve it. Thank you. Nice crits. Okay. Why don't I clip there? Because I'm playing on a PlayStation controller. And doing map buffering on a PlayStation controller makes me want to die, so I'd rather not do it. And I don't need to do it to get world record either. Because in order to map buffer, you have to press select into start, and on PlayStation controllers, the select and start buttons are rubber nubs. They're not actual buttons. So it's like inconsistent to do one frame presses between the two of them. One of the major weaknesses of this controller, honestly. Yeah. Switching controllers was the right play. This controller feels a lot better to wing smash with. Yeah, it's not been a perfect run, but it's been pretty decent. Hey, what up, Vodka? Hope you're doing well. Nice. Very clean Richter skip. All right, let's not choke the ending. Uh-oh. Not good. Rough start. Very rough start to the second castle. Dude, every time I wing smash, I could hear the controller like creaking. Not enough hearts for this, unfortunately. So we're just gonna have to deal with the extra lag. I compensated for the lag really well for that strat, though. I'm pretty happy with that. That's fine. I'm probably supposed to be doing bottom route for this game anyways, on PlayStation. That was slow, but whatever. Not bad. It's not going to be sub 18, unfortunately. But this should be world record. I'm pretty sure, right? That was a fast fight. Must have gotten a lot of crits there. Damn, it's close to sub 18 though. Is it like what, 1815? 1820? Yeah. If the start of the second castle was better.
Behold my true form
Yeah, 1814.
Go back whence you
Alrighty.
came. Trouble the soul of my mother no more.
New world record.
How is it that
But
I've been so defeated?
I think it can be a lot better, for sure.
You have been doomed ever since you lost the ability to love.
Hopefully this also helps with some like time comparison stuff for people who want to have a run to compare against for PlayStation.
His own soul.
I do think the PlayStation 2 does have slightly faster load times than BizHawk, though. I could do this on BizHawk, but I felt like doing it on hardware because nobody plays on actual hardware, and I feel like it's kind of like a novelty.
Lisa's last words.
And it could be nice for, you know,
Said, do not hate humans.
maybe in the future.
You cannot live with
If
them,
somebody
then
actually does
please
want to play on
do them
hardware.
no harm, for theirs is already a hard lot. She also
No SC
said
stands for no save corruption. It basically means you're not allowed to use a save corruption glitch.
Give me farewell, my son.
Because save corruption in SotN is very broken. Let me see if I can find it. Is this the one? No. I'm trying to find the tool-assisted run that uses arbitrary code execution. Can I find Moose's channel? Yes.
So you made it.
Is this the one?
Alucard, I'm glad you're all right.
This is not the one.
I'm sorry. 'Tis my fault you had to fight your own father.
Fear not. I had my own reasons for destroying him.
If I go to
Painful for
playlists,
you.
task is acceptable.
But you must
Yeah,
always
there it is.
remember that the only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for good. I'm interested in this. Nothing.
Lobster knew that Draguzzi had the riz to pull IT off.
Dragussi had the riz to pull it off. I love the future. So this is what arbitrary code execution does to a motherfucker. Just a quick... This is the reason why it's called no SC, is because if safe corruption was allowed, you could do this.
Thank you for giving me life.
And... wait for it. I'll make myself big as fuck. You can't stop me. Maybe not that big. We'll go this big. So the game in this task is beaten in under 6 minutes. Did you notice how many Basilards he had? Don't worry, you're going to get a second chance to look at them. He's just moving Basilards around in his inventory. Notice his chest piece. Very high luck. And wait for it. Time. Wow, what a fantastic way to play through the game. You've done it. You've done it yet again, Mr. Tass. Congratulations. You've won. You know what's also funny about this is, does it show the, oh yeah. So Alucard at the end of this, first of all, the music doesn't play because fuck it, it doesn't matter. And Alucard, play close attention to how Alucard looks at the end of this task in the credits. Notice anything maybe a little off about him? Let me know in the comments below if you think Alucard looks a little weird.
Alucard, I'm glad you're all right.
He's all right, guys. He's all right.